It's time once again for Gaming with Max Von Puppet. That's me! Today, we're going to look at another video game. This one is another neat little indie game called Papers, Please. Papers, Please is a puzzle game that was first released in 2013 and was created by Lucas Pope. In the game, you play an immigration officer, working at a border checkpoint in a fictional Cold War-era Soviet-styled country, Arstotzka. The puzzle aspect of the game comes from matching the papers people provide you with their actual appearances, the in-game date, and the various rules that your bosses have provided. It gets more complex as the game goes along, meaning that you take longer to review someone as the game progresses. This is important because at the end of each day, you get money based on how many people you correctly process. There's also a story that happens in the game during the times between days, and it involves your checkpoint and your family. The game has a very 80s Cold War look to it, not only matching the 80s in graphics and sound styles, but also presenting Arstotzka as an almost stereotypical portrayal of the way Americans viewed most Soviet communist countries. But enough about that, let's get to the game itself, shall we?
Okay guys, here we are at the title screen for Papers, Please. I love the music for this. It's so 80s Cold War sounding. It's just great. I love it. So let's just go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start with a new game. And I'm just going to play for like a couple of days so you can see what's going on. Congratulations! The October Labor Lottery is complete. Your name was pulled. For immediate placement, report to the Ministry of Admission at Grestin Border Checkpoint. An apartment will be provided for you and your family in East Grestin. Expect a Class 8 dwelling. I'm assuming that's really bad. Glory to Arstotzka! Any second now. Here we go. Grestin checkpoint open. Grestin border checkpoint opens at last. I can read, I swear. I promise. Walk to work. Here we go. So like I said before, this is a puzzle game. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be given some instructions on how to check the people coming in through the border checkpoint. November 23rd, 1982. It's even set during the 80s for the Cold War stuff. Inspector, welcome to your new position at Grestin Border Checkpoint. Stamp passport entry visa and return documents to entrant. Entry is restricted to Arstotzkan citizens only, so we're just looking for people from Arstotzka. And then there's other stuff in here. Pay attention to the passport nationality. Inspector's booth, this is for the controls. Alright, I already know a lot of this stuff, so I'm not going to look at it right now, but you can pause and look at it later if you want to. And then this is the news to let you know what's going on. So we're going to go ahead and put this away. It goes right there. Here's our rule book. The rule book has the basic rules. Right now, it's just entrants must have a passport and Arstotzkan citizens only. That's all we're doing right now. But there's also some other useful information here. This is the world, so these are all of the countries that can come into Arstotzka. This is our checkpoint right here. And what this is important is you can click on one of these, and it will tell you what issuing cities there are and diplomatic seals. That'll become important later. Right now, it's really not that important, so we're just going to put this book away. And then we're going to go ahead and start selecting people. The sounds of this are great. I can finally return home. So he's from Arstotzka, so that means we can let him in. This checkpoint is smaller than I expected. Okay, so she's from Impor, so Impor we're not accepting. Nobody from Impor. Just Arstotzkan citizens right now. And you do want to look at some things, like I didn't look at that last guy's checkpoint. He's got, there's an expiration date right here, the date is down there on the bottom. You do want to check that kind of stuff. I should have looked at it. Whoops. Let's actually give that to her. And next. Okay, she's from Republia as well. We're not as well, but she's from Republia, so we're going to deny her. Arstotzkans only. Arstotzka welcomes you. Next. Okay. From Kolcheka, we're not letting in only our Stoskins. People, only our Stoskins. Didn't you guys get the memo? Our Staska welcomes you as I sent her away. Uh-oh. Oh, he didn't do anything. Sometimes you have to wonder with this game, sometimes you're going to get people who are going to try and blow up the checkpoint. They've got guns and bombs and stuff like that. So you got to look for stuff like that. Or you got to watch out for stuff like that. There's not like necessarily signs or anything, but it'll happen. Events in the game. Apparently I didn't click that again. So there is a clock. When the clock reaches 6 o'clock, it's the end of your day. From Republia, is there nobody from our Statska in line? There we go. This person's from our Statska. Okay, my clock is flashing, you'll notice, because that's I'm running out of time. That's what that means. Let's get somebody else in here before I completely run out of time. Import, decline. Let's see if I can get one more person. Nope. Back at 6 a.m. tomorrow. We're closed. Okay, and then this is the little screen you get in between to let you know what's going on. This tells me what I earned, what I had to pay in rent and food and heat. So they provided me with housing, but I still have to pay for it. And I have to pay for the heat. Oh, I'm playing on easy mode apparently, so I'm getting some extra money from that. And then I got $45 left over. And then over here, this is my family. There's my wife. She's okay. My son, he's okay. My mother-in-law, she's okay. And my uncle, he's okay. These can change. If you run out of heat, they'll get cold. They can get sick. There's all kinds of stuff like that. These are, I think, rewards that you earn later on. And that's how many people we processed today, I think. No, that's how many people we processed today. 9. Okay, and then we sleep, and we go to the next day. And the thing about this game is that each day is kind of like a level, so it's going to get harder as we go along. So, Greston checkpoint a success. Entry restrictions relax. Admit foreigners. So now we're going to have more things we got to look at. There's going to be other people coming in. So now it's the next day, November 24th. From today, foreigners with a valid passport are permitted to enter. Your booth's inspection hardware is now installed. Check all passport information carefully for discrepancies. Deny any entrant with inconsistent information. Enter inspect mode to using the red button on your desk while inspecting, highlighting 2 pieces of discrepant information for further options. This basically is just going to let me inspect the documents and look for anything that's going to be discrepancy, like this right here. And if there is a discrepancy, it'll give me options for what to do. All right. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so what do we got here? So, Oberstand, we want to make sure that the expiration date is past the current date. And then I want to make sure that the city matches. So we're going to go to Oberstand. And then we're going to check the cities. So, issuing city is Lorenda's. It looks like we're good. Let's go ahead and approve them. Cause no trouble. Next. And by the time they get right here, you'll know if you did it right, then you won't see anything. But if you did it wrong, you'll get a little thing right there. It'll pop up. I'll do one wrong in a minute just so you can see. So this is from Antergia. Let's see. Mail from issuing city of Glorian. Let's find out if that's the right issuing city. Glorian, right city. Great. Whoops. We'll stamp this as approved. If I can make my mouse work right. There we go. And we'll get them off. Oh, see, I get this one was done wrong. Protocol violated. Invalid expiration date. Apparently I'm just having trouble. So this time I only got a warning, no penalties. But sometimes you'll get, like, you'll lose money for doing that. So this is a good expiration date from Outer Grouse and Antigua. Is Outer Grouse one of their cities? Yes. I think we're going to go ahead and approve this one. And as it goes along, there's more complicated stuff. I get another violation on that one. Non-matching photo. Last warning, it says. No penalty, last warning. So let's see if we can't make them work right this time. And this is on easy mode. And I'm not doing very well. Okay, so the picture matches. Male. Expiration date is good. Arstatska. From Orvetravorner. So we're all good. And some people are really impatient, which, you know, if you've ever been to any kind of a border crossing ever, it's true. It's like that. Another Arstatskan citizen. You're from East Grestin. The expiration date is 6/3/83. That looks like it's... So see, now we're going to expect it. And matching data. So that's good. We're good there. All right. Matching data. So we're all good here. Okay. Let's prove. Okay. Hello, handsome. You look bored. If you want a good time, you can come see us. What is this? Oh, they're advertising a place. Yeah, it's probably illegal. Alright, so she's from East Grestin. Her expiration date is fine. Picture looks like it matches. Let's go ahead and approve. We get one more person in before our day ends. Alright. What do we get here? Your expiration date is fine. Male. Your picture does not match. Uh-oh. See, there you go. Somebody jumped over the fence up here. This happens. Come on, get him. No, he threw a bomb. Uh-oh. And that ends the day. If it wasn't the end of the day already, that would have ended the day just like that. The day was cut short by a terrorist attack. Progress is saved at the start of each day. So we got our salary, we got our bonus for easy mode, which is probably good because I would have only made $15 if that was the case, but everybody's okay. And that's basically how the game works. You hit sleep, and you go on to your next day, and it keeps getting more and more difficult. More documents keep getting added, more things you have to keep checking on, and that's basically Papers, Please.
So, what did you think? Personally, I really enjoyed this game. I find it's really immersive, and surprisingly elicits an emotional response for me as I play the game. Even though they never show up in the game itself, I find myself caring for my family and their health and well-being. Also, some of the recurring characters at your checkpoints start to feel like regular customers in a retail store, and I found myself caring about their stories as well. Overall, I thought the game was really well designed, being both a retro game and a new concept all at the same time. It's a lot of fun to play, especially if you're into puzzles. I highly recommend it, and it's available on both Steam and the Humble Store, as well as several other places via the game's main website. Links below. Let me know what you think of this game in the comments below. And don't forget to like if you've enjoyed this video, and click that all-important subscribe button. Until next time, keep playing games. Bye!